guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Ivy Nganga. Today I'm back with another video. I'm super excited. I'm going to be doing for you a natural makeup look. I feel like for most of my looks I just go really hard, and I know that not everyone is into that kind of thing. So today I'm going to be doing a natural makeup look for all my natural babes out there. So if that's something you're into, continue watching this video. But before I begin, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I post a video. So let's start this video. I'm going to start with my brows. I'm going to be using my Davis pencil. I'm feeling very good about my brows today because I've just twisted them. So I just know that they're going to turn out really good today. So after filling them in, I'm just going to use my spoolie, brush out the excess as I bring a bit of it to the front. Once that is done, I'm just going to clean them out. I'm going to use my Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Fawn. This is the one I use all the time. And using my small concealer brush, I'm just going to apply that concealer as close as I can to the brow. And we're now done with the brows. I'm really happy with the way they've turned out. I'm telling you guys, just shaping your brows just a bit, getting rid of the excess hair makes the work so much easier. Sometimes I'm very lazy when it comes to doing it. Sometimes I don't do it right, but when I do, these are the results. Look at how good they're looking. So anyway, we're going to move on to eyeshadow now. I'm going to be using a palette that I have not used in forever. That's because I don't like it very much. This is the Blushed Neutrals palette. I actually got this as my first palette, but what happened was I wasn't even planning to get this particular palette. I wanted something different. And then the people at that store just told me to take this because it was a good substitute for what I wanted, but that wasn't the case. So now I cannot even trust some of these people. I like the shimmers on this palette. They're really nice, they're really pigmented, but when it comes to the mattes are just the worst. The colors are really nice, they're really neutral, perfect for today's look, but I really struggled even just trying to find a color that I could work with, a good transition shade that I could work with. But anyway, at least I have eyeshadow primer now. I know about eyeshadow primer. When I initially started, I did not even know about it. I think I knew about eyeshadow primer, I just never had eyeshadow primer at the time. So I just decided to get myself some eyeshadow primer, and actually when I tried it with eyeshadow primer, it turned out so much better. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to use my NYX eyeshadow primer. It works really well for me, but just because I still don't know if I can trust this palette, I'm going to add a bit of my P. Louise base, the white one, just so that my colors pop even more. So I normally use my finger just to blend that out. The warmth on the finger really allows it to blend really well. After doing that, I'm going to go in with my P. Louise base. This is the Rumor Zero, so I'm just going to put that on top. I'm just hoping that I'm not applying too much product. I just want these colors to pop because after using my James Charles Morphe palette, which really shows up, I don't know, I just don't want to be so disappointed and end up not liking the look altogether. So let's just try and make this pop as much as possible. So I'm just going to go in with this dark brown color right here, and I keep dipping my brush in the wrong shade. Oh, that's actually pretty good. It's showing up just fine. So let's see. So what I'm doing is I'm packing on the product as I blend it as well. I'm using a round blending brush for eyeshadow, bringing some of it all the way to the front. Lastly, we're going to go in with a shimmer color. We're going to go in with this bronzy kind of shimmer. So I decided to apply the shimmer using a flat brush, but then I noticed that it was not really working for me. So at some point I used my finger. I think I just didn't show you guys that part, but you can always do that. You don't always have to use a brush. Sometimes the brush doesn't give you that pigmentation, so that's just something to note. I'm just going to take my blending brush and I'm going to blend the shimmer and the transition shade that I was using, just so that there's that seamless blend between the two, and I feel like it actually looks pretty okay. So I'm just going to move on to the other eye, doing the same thing. So let me just do that and then we move forward. We are now going to move on to the face. So I'm going to prime my face using this Stay Matte Rimmel London primer. I'm going to massage that. After massaging that into my skin, I'm going to go in with foundation. I'm going to be using a different foundation today. I just want to see how it will look on my skin. I'm going in with the Maybelline Superstay. This is in the shade Cappuccino, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is 340 Cappuccino. I think it's like one shade darker than my usual shade, so let's see how it will turn out. I feel like it's a bit yellow for my skin tone, but let's just conceal, let's contour and bronze, and let's see how it turns out. So I'm going to use my Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Cool Tan. Applying that on my under eye. For contouring today, I think I'm going to go back to my palette. I'm just going to use this dark brown color right here. Use it for contouring as opposed to using my usual cream contour, which is just a concealer, like a darker concealer. Let's see how this turns out. I'm also going to take a bit of that product and I'm going to slightly contour my nose, not as much as I normally do it, just to give it a bit of structure. So that's what I'm doing there. So when you're blending this concealer, just remember that you're supposed to tap it into your skin. Don't drag it, because you're dragging the product and moving it all over the place. So make sure that you're blending it, just tapping it into the skin so that you get the coverage that you want out of this concealer. Another thing to note when you're blending out the concealer is that, of course, you have to take it up because you want to lift your eye, but even as you bring it up, make sure it doesn't mess with your contour, with your bronzer. So what I do is I flip the sponge like I've done, and then I just blend it into place, and then with the excess I just define my contour a little bit more. I just love how everything is turning out. Everything is just blending out so well. So we're now going to set everything. I'm going to use my black opal powder. I'm not going to go in with a lot of product, so I'm just going to dab the excess on the back of my hand and press what is left on the sponge just where I had placed the concealer. So just to define my contour a bit more, because it's quite light, I'm just going to take a bit of that powder and I'm going to bake that area. I just did my lashes off camera, so I'm now going to set the rest of my face using my pressed powder from LA Girl in the shade Classic Tan. Oh, I've really gone with a lot. We are now going to finish off our under eye, so we're going to go in with that dark brown color that we had used previously, that we started with, close to the waterline. I actually decided to go in with the black eyeshadow instead of the brown one, but then I used the brown one to blend out the black eyeshadow. That's just because I wanted a smoky kind of look on my lower waterline, and I think it just came out so perfectly with this look. And then I went in with mascara. We are now done with the eyes, so I'm just going to put a bit of inner corner highlight because I feel like it's going to look so pretty with this look. And I'm just going in with the same shade that I used for the shimmer, so it's the same color. We're going to go in with a bit of blush today, so I'm just going to go into my palette again, and I'm going to use this peachy color, mixing it with this other one. Then I'm going to apply that right here just to bring a bit of color, just to add a bit more color to my cheeks. I'm just going to take my beauty blender. I don't want a lot of product, I just want a hint of color with this look, and I feel like that's just perfect. So we are now going to highlight just a bit. I'm going to go in with very minimal product, and I'm going to go back again to my palette, and I'm going to use this shimmer shadow, but like a lighter one. I'm just going to blend that. Lastly, we're going to move on to the lips. So I'm just going to go in with my concealer, apply very minimal product, blend it out using my finger like I'm doing. If you've watched my videos before, you know that this is something I use. Concealer as lipstick, it really works well. So I'm just going to go in with my gloss. This is just a random gloss that I have. It has like an orange tint to it. I feel like it looks really nice and natural. So I just decided to add my nude pink lipstick on top of the gloss, and I think it turned out amazing with this look. So that's why it looks a bit different from the color of the gloss, but we are now pretty much done with this look. Okay, so we're done with the full look. We are now going to set everything so that it stays into place. I'm going to use my e.l.f. setting spray. So this is the final look, you guys. Let me just go and change into something different and wear some earrings, and then I'm going to come and show you guys the full look. Okay guys, this is the final look. This is what we've come up with. This is how it's looking from the side and from the other side. This is the eye look that we've done today. It's pretty neutral, no color for you guys. I actually like this look a lot. This is something that I should do more often. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and of course subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.